132 students have been hit by cars going to or from Clark County Public Schools this year. That's nearly double the numbers from last year.
Way too high for sure. Crisis in the Classroom investigative reporter Tiffany Lane went to a local school today with a team trying to keep our students safe.
We were out today with CCSD's traffic unit at MJ Christensen Elementary School, and like we hear at many other campuses, there were drivers who were just rushing to get to their destination, putting kids at danger.
These kids are good kids, and I want to make sure that they get a proper education, so I get them across the street to school.
Cindy Johnson walks 2 blocks every morning to MJ Christensen Elementary to make sure these young kids make it to class safely and on time.
I have 3 crosswalks. Most people have 1 or 2.
It can get busy in front of the school where there are no traffic lights.
There are 3 schools that are picked up here before the school starts, that the traffic can get pretty heavy.
Johnson says drivers are usually careful, but sometimes they decide to bend the rules, and she has to jump in for her little ones.
If I see them, I point to them and let them know they're going too fast. We can only do so much.
That's where this team comes in, the CCSD Police Department's traffic unit. Monday, 4 officers were out before the last day of school. They issued 8 citations in about 15 minutes.
Lots of speeding going on there. It's a 25. They're always doing 45, 55. So it's a huge problem trying to get the kids across Fort Apache.
That's just the issue on the neighboring Main Street. Once you get into the school zone, Lieutenant Michael Campbell, who heads the unit, says the driving gets even worse.
Speeding down these side streets, it's blocking driveways, it's doing the U-turns, it's leaving their kids out in the middle of the road.
Those moves that may seem small to drivers have led to an alarming 132 children getting hit by cars going to and from schools across the district this year. Every year, they give out 7,000 to 10,000 citations, and the traffic unit now planning to add 2 new members to the team in August.
Up until the end of this school year today, we had 4 officers and a sergeant, which they're kind of assigned in a quadrant around the valley, which is about 90 or so schools per officer, which is an incredible amount of schools to try to keep up with.
He says ideally he would like the unit to have even more officers because there are more than 300 schools and limited time. He's also asking for the community to help.
The police can't be everywhere all the time, so if we can all hold ourselves accountable for our own actions and slow down, look for our kids, and if you can see someone on the road, a pedestrian or a cyclist, if you treat them like they're your own family instead of just an obstacle on the roadway, we'll get there.
Well, the team's job is not over just yet. They'll actually be at schools open during the summer. Reporting from the lakes, I'm Tiffany Lane for News 3. Back to you.
And as always, please send us your tips on issues impacting our schools. Whether you're a student, parent, employee, or just someone who's concerned about what's happening in our area, you can go to schooltips@news3lv.com. You can also call 702-805-0489 or just scan that QR code that's on your screen.